Yeah, hoping this year that JCRC would create an hat trick with showcasing their solutions of different technology or system, whatever domains it's mentioned, by linking the Polar DB. So without wasting much time, I would like to hand over to our technical lead Rahul, who can guide further. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Hello, thank you everyone, and thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful opening. And so, without further ado, let's just quickly start. I'll be sharing my screen. So, ma'am, if you could just allow me to share my screen because I'm not able to share the screen.
Yes, you're allowed. I have added this.
Oh, okay. Now I can. Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, now it is visible. Yes.
One more thing I would like to announce that this meeting is live stream on YouTube. So link is with students. So those who are not able to join, they'll be able to see over there.
Okay, so as we all are aware about Alibaba Cloud Polar DB Global Hackathon, we are here and I'm here to walk you through some basic concepts of this Polar DB. And without further ado, let's just quickly jump to the agenda of today's session. So in the beginning, I'll walk you through some of the basic concept and things that we'll be covering in Polar DB Global Hackathon 2023. And after that, we are going to cover the most important part, that is why you should participate in this global hackathon. And just after that, we'll be covering how to participate. Once you learn why you should participate, we'll be covering how to participate in this global hackathon. And yes, at the end, as we always do, we are going to do some hands-on practice on Alibaba Cloud on the Polar DB, on the Polar DB portal. Okay. So let's just quickly jump to the session. So as you can see, you can have brilliant ideas, but if you can't get them across, your ideas won't get you anywhere. That simply means like being a student in university. So we often talk to our friends. We often talk to our friends like, hey, let's just make a app, let's just make a website, and in few days, after some days, we'll become the unicorn or something like that. But these ideas will not get you anywhere until you take actions on it. For like keeping that in mind, we have come up with this golden opportunity for you guys, so that the project that you might be having in your mind from the very long time, so with the help of this global hackathon, you can take action and convert your dream project into reality. Okay, so yes, this is the hackathon called Polar DB Global Hackathon. So Polar DB Global Hackathon is an open theme hackathon that welcomes global developers, students, innovators to join. But in this particular hackathon, there is a hook. What is that hook? Like, all the participants have to use Polar DB that is compatible with MySQL, PostgreSQL, and Oracle. Okay, so in your particular project, you must use a cloud native database storage service called Polar DB. So if you're wondering what is this Polar DB all about, don't worry. In the coming slides, we are going to explain what is this Polar DB all about. Okay, so but like for now, you can just think it's an open theme challenge that is open for developers, students, innovator. And yes, to become the to become a participant in it, you must use Polar DB. Okay, so let's just talk about some projects. The project could be anything. It can be related to sustainable development, gaming, Web3, fintech, e-commerce, and whatever. And yes, even after that, like if you think you have something very great idea in your mind, some out of the box idea, you can also make some project apart from these categories that is given. But having said that, as you can see, the submission has already started. That started from 10th of Jan, and they're closing on 28th of Feb. So that means we have very less time in our hands. So keeping that in mind, you have to work on your projects, right? So let's come to the very important question, that why you should participate. Let's just talk about not even this particular hackathon. There are lots of hackathon going around. So why you should participate? The first point here is that hackathons can be a great way to showcase your skills and talents to potential employers, right? So it gives you career development. So suppose if after graduation you have participated in this particular hackathon, right, and you have worked on a project, you have built a project, so you have something in your hand to showcase to the employers. Yes, you have done something, you have some kind of skills. So in that way, the hackathons give you career development. Now, apart from that, you also have a lots of learning. Hackathons provide a fast-paced and challenging environment where participants can learn new skills and technologies, right? So if I talk about this particular hackathon, so the new technologies that you're going to learn, that is PolarDB. So in this particular hackathon, so when you participate in any of the hackathon, you always learn something new. So for this hackathon, you are learning new technology that is called PolarDB. Yes. Now, having said that, let's just move to the innovation part. Now, hackathons encourage participants to think out of the box and come up with the creative solution to the problem. So these are the things why you should participate in the hackathons, irrespective of like whether it is Alibaba or whatsoever. Now, above all, the major motivation should be, of course, the price. So as you can see, for the first time in the history, Alibaba Cloud come up with a huge cash prize of 10,000 USD that will come approx 8 lakhs for the first. And second, as you can see, it is 5K USD. Third is 2K and some innovation prize of 500 USD for the students, for the eligible students who's going to win the prize. So yes, apart from career development, apart from learnings, apart from innovations, yes, this should be at the top of your mind while you're working on your projects. So let's just quickly now I'll walk you through how you can participate in it. So in this, like first thing is like you should have your Alibaba account first, and I hope you must be having your Alibaba account. And second, that is really one of the most important part in this in this like how to participate, that is verify your student status. Like if you might have worked on some other platforms as well, cloud platforms, so you are aware that they charge for you for their services, right? But for this time we don't want you to pay even a single penny to them. So that's why we have asked them to verify student status thing, right? So if you verify your student status, you don't have to pay even a single penny, and you will be able to create your instance, and you'll be able to use PolarDB services for free. Now, apart from that, you have to register for the hackathon on Tianchi. As you are totally aware that creating an account, that doesn't mean that you have participated in a hackathon, right? So creating an account is a different thing. Participating on the hacker for the hackathon is a different thing, right? So after registering for the hackathon, you can claim free 50 GB PolarDB storage, and after that, yes, you're free to submit your solution, right? So this is the workflow. Like this is how you are going to take part in this PolarDB Global Hackathon. So yes, as you are, again and again striking this term with this PolarDB. So let's just quickly I'll walk you through what is this PolarDB. So PolarDB is a new generation cloud native database that is developed by Alibaba Cloud. So it is as simple as that. So it's all theory. It is compatible with MySQL, all these versions that you can see on your screen. But now let's just quickly go to the architecture of this PolarDB. Since we all are engineers, and without understanding the architecture, we cannot have a basic idea about how this PolarDB works, right? So before I start, I just want you to know that in a particular instance of PolarDB, once you create an instance, you can store up to 100 TBs of data. Now, as you can see, 100 TBs of data, 100 TB of data is a huge data. So what PolarDB does basically, so it divides your data into data small chunks, right? Into small parts. So who is responsible for that? So the term that is responsible, that is RDMA, that is remote direct memory access. So in PolarDB, when you store your data in a particular instance, your data is divided into small chunks to enhance your speed. And who is responsible for dividing your data into small chunks? That is RDMA, that is remote direct memory access. Now, if you'll go above, you'll see a compute node. So what does it compute node means? It stores your metadata. Metadata is nothing but data about data. You are aware about this term, metadata. So in this compute node, you'll be having of total 16 nodes. 16 nodes. The one node is primary node, and other 15 will be read-only node, right? So what is the use of these nodes? Why are there multiple nodes in this PolarDB? So if you remember, sometimes it just happens, your WhatsApp server went down, or you can say like so social media went down, it doesn't work. Why? Because sometimes the nodes doesn't work. So in the same way, if PolarDB enhance your speed, enhance your availability of data by providing you up to 16 nodes. So one will be primary node and other will be read-only node. So suppose, for example, the first is primary node. Now, anyhow, due to some technical reasons, the first node stopped working. Now, then second node will work as a primary node. So suppose, for example, for instance, like, so second node stop working, then the third node will take part of this primary node. So in this way, it will make sure that the availability, it will make sure the availability of your data, right? It will not affect your productivity. So that's how, like this is the basic idea about PolarDB architecture. And as you can see, distributed shared storage, store your data in distributed way, like, data small chunks. Okay, so that was all about PolarDB architecture, and I hope you have now some basic idea about the PolarDB, right? So these are some advantage like cost efficiency, high performance, availability, storage, etc. So as I've already told you, it is cost effective, it is high performance and availability in terms of providing you multiple nodes, and yes, storage cluster that is up to 100 TB, right? So yes, that was the winner from our last project, low code. So that was the time when the price was 2.3 lakhs only. Now this time they come up with a huge cash prize of 8 lakhs, and I hope this time the JCRC logo would be at the top. So having that in mind, let's just do some hands-on practice on this Polar DB architecture, okay, on this Polar DB and how you're gonna use it. But before that, I have created a dummy project for you just to show you how the thing's gonna work. Okay, so till now, is there any question regarding the PPT, the terms that I have explained till now? Okay. So yeah, let me just walk you through a dummy project. So as you can see, I have just used a simple PHP file in this, and let's just try to fill this detail. So let's say GECRC, and I'll just try to fill this. So it's a simple form I've used like HTML, CSS, and the PHP. Okay, so let's just do some dummy data with it, and you can add anything, or you can add sample, and if you can see here, then you can submit. So as you can see, our data is gone. Now let's just see on the cloud whether our data is reflected or not. So this is the DMS, that is database management service. So if you are aware about SQL, so this is a simple command, select star from tree. That is our table name, right? So if I'll just click on execute, so we can see all the records that we are getting from our project. So if you can see here, if I'll just scroll it down, let's see whether our data is there or not. So as you can see, right, JECRC, and you can see sample, right? We have entered the sample. So that's how your data is going to reflect on the cloud when you'll be integrate your project with this Polar DB. And in terms of speed as well, it is 6 times more more faster than the traditional MySQL, right? So that's how. And if I just talk about how you're gonna do it, so if you can see here, this is the landing page. This is the landing page of this Polar DB. Now I'll at the end I'll also tell you how you can connect your Polar DB with this your current project that you will be working. So this is the landing page. If you're gonna click on console here, so you will be landed to this page, and it's this particular console. If you'll just go to this Aspara DB for Polar DB, where then you'll click here. So as you can see here, you will be come across to this page. Yes. So as you can see, my cluster is already running, so don't worry. I'll also show you how you can create your cluster. So if you'll just click on that, and you can see the overview of it, like this is how my cluster is going to look like. These are the nodes that we'll be talking, that we was talking about in the PPT. And if you'll click on database, so this is my database name, test1. It is already running. And if you're going to click on SQL query, so it's going to land you to this particular service, that is database management service, right? So that was all from my dummy this dummy project. So I just want anyone from the session that you can, if you have your account, you can share your credentials. What I'll do, I'll just log out. Okay, I'll just log out, and I'll try to show you from your account as well how you're going to create the instance, how you're going to take part in this particular hackathon, right? So anyone, I'd love to take your credentials. I'll request you to say your credentials in the chat, so that later on you can change the password. and quickly we can show to other students how you have to go further in order to take part in this global hackathon. So ma'am, anyone, you can assign anyone who can share their details, and they can just change their password later.
Yes, anyone among the students? Sneha, some students are with you. Please share the credentials in chat box.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Nikhil has shared something. Nikhil Maliwal.
No, it's the link of the page you said. I just want your credential. Let me share my screen. I'll see what we need here. So as you can see, your account email, and your password, so that I can log in from here and quickly show you how you have to proceed further. Since the session is already recording, so you can take reference from it later, right? So anyone, any credentials, any students who have their account on this Alibaba, they can share their details, and later on they'll be changing their passwords. Okay.
So I think so many students have already created Alibaba account. So you have shared that 16-digit credential as well.
No, actually, I need their email ID
Okay,
that they have
email ID
used, like,
only.
yeah, email ID, like account ID, and their password of Alibaba account, so that I can show them how to proceed further after creating the account, like how to register for this hackathon and how to create the instance and all. Because
Okay.
I cannot show from my account as I have already created my instance and all. So I need someone else's account to show them, right?
Okay.
So
Anyone
anyone
who
can
have
do.
already created, or sir, please will you like to tell me if somebody students are not able to make it? So how much time it requires to make this
Account, right?
account? Right.
No, no,
Muskan
it
has
is not.
already
Hmm. It knows gonna take like not
verification is
less more
required.
than 5 minutes.
Okay, Muskan
So you
has
can,
already shared.
I didn't get their credentials. I just need their ID and the password so that I can log in from here, and they can later on change their password so that I can show others. Okay. Okay. I got someone's, like, yes. Pragyam. Okay. Pragyam, I'll be using your credentials. Okay. So let me just log in. And please make sure we'll be needing your college official ID for the student verification purpose. Okay. So Pragyam will be needing the OTP that you'll be having on your Gmail. So kindly just share your OTP so that we can log in from our system. Pragyam, share the OTP, 6-digit OTP that you will be getting on your mail. Yes, I have got it. So let me just do it. Yes, and submit. So yes, I have logged in. So I'll just show you now like how you can register yourself for this particular hackathon. What you need to do, you just have to write Alibaba Cloud Polar DB global hackathon, right? And if you're gonna Google it, so you can click on the first link, right? You can see this is the first link, and this is the landing page. This is the landing page of the hackathon, right? So let it be open. So yes, this is the landing page link, and I'll just copy it and paste it in the chat so that will be easy for you to get it, right? So yes, I've shared the link in the chat. So meanwhile, you can do it parallelly. So I have logged in from his account. So what I'll do, I'll just simply click on how to join. And as you can see, he has already created his account. So I'll be registering for the hackathon, right? So I'll just click on that. So let me repeat. This is the landing page. Click on how to join. You'll be here. Then click on register for the hackathon on Tianchi. And then you'll be to the next page.
Rahul, can you drop in the chat box the landing page link also?
I have already done, ma'am. They can
Okay,
just have access to it and
sure.
they can do it parallelly. So make sure that your speed is quite well, so it may affect. So this is the Tianchi. Okay, let it be loading. Okay. So yes, got it. I hope you guys are doing it parallelly. In case you are thinking you'll be able to do it later, so you're gonna face some issues as well. So please make sure of it and try to do it parallelly. So just nothing. Landing page, how to join, register for the hackathon on Tianchi, and then this page. That's it. Yeah, so this is the page. So let me just do it. Landing page, and this is, you have to click on here. And since he has already registered, so if you have not to get to this page, you are getting this page for the very first time, you have to click sign up 2 times. First sign up and then the second sign up, when you will be seeing the terms and condition of this global hackathon, and then you have to click on apply, right? So then only you'll be able to take part in it, right? So in this particular hackathon, you first, it is very important, it is the most important that yes, as you can see, Tianchi name is really very important, guys. You are going to use it for the further steps. This is going to be the most important part in this whole hackathon. So I want you just take a pic or copy it somewhere that you can access it, because in further step you're gonna need it, right? So I'll be clicking on OK. I have copied this Tianchi name. So this is your Tianchi name. So whenever I'll be using this term again, so you have to, you have to just remember, yes, I'm talking about this particular number, right? So that was your Tianchi name. Maybe the speed is not that well. So make sure your internet connection, connectivity, your speed, everything is fine. And once you go to your Tianchi name, yes, so as I was saying, there'll be a button of sign up. So I'll be clicking on sign up here. As you can see, this is the competition agreement. You're gonna scroll it down. So make sure, guys, your speed is not as I'm facing right now, and you have to apply, right? You have to apply. Click on apply. Yes. Okay. So as you can see, congratulations message. So you have not joined as a team. So that means, and let me be clear, very clear on this. You have now registered for this hackathon officially. Now earlier you have created your account. Now you have registered for this hackathon. But about the team, let me be clear.
Uh, I think some problem in internet. Rahul sir, are you there? So guys, just wait for a few seconds, maybe some internet problem. And before that, we proceed further. I have already shared a link in the chat window. So you have to fill this form to register for the hackathon. And keep in mind that you have to make your ID in jcrcu.edu.in, right? So it is already verifiable because it is on the university domain, right? So don't make your ID from any other mail ID, right? Only edu.in. So be specific with that. So I think Rahul lost the internet connection.
Hello. So am I
Yes, Rahul
audible?
sir. Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
some internet issue.
yes, yes, there was some technical issue. Yeah, yeah, we really sorry for that. So yes, we are here, right? Okay. So I was telling you the team. So you have to join this hackathon like in the maximum of 2 team members, right? Not more than that. You can see on the portal there'll be like 5, 3, 4, whatever be the numbers. But let me be clear, that is for the developers. For the students on a special request, they were recommended us to just go for the individual for the student. But on a special request, they come up with a solution that yes, you can join as a team only for 2. So in a particular team, there can be only two members only. So yes, so what you have to do, let me repeat. This is the landing page, and here you have to click on how to join. How to join. Once you'll click on that, you'll be landed to this page. Make sure you copy this Tianchi name, as it is one of the most important part. You have to copy this, and then you have to sign up. Sign up. Then you have to click on the competition agreement. So as you can see, there's a registered button. So that means you have officially taken part in this global hackathon. Okay. So now let me just quickly go through the very important part here, that is filling a Google form. Now, since you have participated in this global hackathon, you have to verify your registration. So how you gonna verify? If you can see here, I have created a post on LinkedIn. It will just go to the comment section. It will just go to the comment section, and I have shared this link. Don't forget to fill this form, right? You have to click here. You have to click here and fill this form. So this is the particular post that I've created. So it is having every detail. So let me just share this link in the chat as well, so that you will not forget to fill this form. And let's share it with everyone, right? Yes, here's the link. So as you can see here, why I asked you to just take your Tianchi name, because you're gonna need it. So as you can see, you have to enter your Tianchi name here, Tianchi name, and you can see here. So I have copied my Tianchi name, and okay. So where do I have to copy my C? This is my Tianchi name. I have to copy this, and I have to paste it here. This is my Tianchi name. What is the participant's name? Participant name. Can I get whose account I'm using? Quickly, can you just share it in the chat? The account. Okay. Okay. Can you please share your Gmail ID as well, because I lost connection and yeah. So here's the name. Here's your registered email ID. Yes, this is the mail ID. And I'm quickly filling this form. So guys, I request you all, can you share your mobile number as well? And your colleague is JCRC. Okay. Let me just, right. Just quickly share your mobile number. Yes, here it is. And you have to fill this form here. Okay. And you're going to submit it. So now your participation is verified. If you just register, and if you not submit this Google form, your your verification will not be done. Your participation will not be verified. Okay. Now this is the most important part. Let me repeat again. Landing page here. Click on how to join. Go here. Copy your Tianchi name, and that's it. Okay, now let's come to the important part, that is student status verification. For this purpose, you're going to need your college official mail ID, because will be using it. So what you have to do now, you have to just type Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba Cloud for students, right? And the very first link you have to open, the first link that you can see, Alibaba Cloud for students, right? And if you can scroll it down, you'll see here verify student status. Just click there, because verifying your student status is very important, because if you not do it, you'll not be able to create your instance wherein you'll be storing your data. Okay, so that means your basic information is not completed, right? So first you have to just fill this, your name. So you have that simply means, guys, if you have created your account, but you have not completed your information. Let me just quickly do it for you. So can we get, okay, can we get like, so I'm just filling it dummy here, you can edit it later. Okay, state, and then you didn't verify this, your mobile number as well. Let me just do it. You have to, so this is not gonna happen with everyone, guys. this is just for this particular account because it's not verified their phone number. So can you please say your OTP quickly, please? OTP of your now can you send the OTP? So, you might receive the OTP now. So this is for this particular account. So that's why we have been, saying to the students kindly. And yes, your Gmail ID will be also having the OTP. Kindly share that as well. So that we can quickly verify and we can move further. Okay, where it is? Yes, here it is. And not, it's now you have to enter your country, India. JCRC University and your date of birth. But yes, for this student purpose, guys, you need your college ID. So as you can see, I cannot edit my college ID here. Can you see this? I cannot edit my college ID. So for this particular purpose, for student verification, you have to create your account using your college ID only. Okay, college ID. So I cannot edit it here later, right? So yes, of course. So can you say your date of birth will be needing here? Just share it quickly in the chat and let's see if it's work. What's your dope here? You're gonna fill it. Okay, so we got it. Mhm. So that's what I was worried. So since guys, this is the case, if you use your Gmail ID, it will ask your college identity card to verify, and it's gonna take 2 days to verify, right? So you have to create your account using your college ID, college Gmail ID, right? So if you can see here, I have to just upload your ID card. from here, and then they'll verify whether you're a student or not, and then they'll verify. So if you want it to get verified right in this portal itself, so you must use college ID. So anyone is here who have created your account using the college ID, so that I can quickly walk you through how you have to create the instance using that account. Anyone, any student apart from these students who have created the account using personal mail ID?
I think Muskan has shared previously ID.
I didn't get the credentials from Muskan actually. So let me just log out from this account, okay? And let's just wait. Can Muskan is there, if he can share the credential, if he has used the college ID, then it would be great. We can quickly show how to move ahead. You can ask her if she's here in the session.
Yes, yes, sir, I'm asking. And any other students, if you have a account on jcrcu.edu.in, because we have shared that email IDs of yours. You have already given to us. So please share in the chat window.
Because without it, it will ask you huge, like 1700 US dollar to create instance to store your data up to 100 DB for 3 months, 100 TB for 3 months, right? So we don't want you to pay even a single penny to them. So that's why it's very important to verify your student status. For that purpose, we need your college ID to get verified, right? So anyone who have created their account using their college ID, look, I'll be quickly logged in from the account, and I'll be showing you how you have to create instance. If that's not okay, if there's no student, let me just do it my way. So see students, since it's a cloud platform, right? And I have shared each and everything here in this particular post. So this post, let me share the link in the chat again, since nobody is sharing their credentials who have used use their college ID in this. So what I'll do, I'll show you some videos that will explain you how to move ahead. Okay, so if you just go through this particular post, it is having a video related to how to create account. So I hope you will be no you'll not face any issue in creating your account. So if you don't have your account on your college ID, I'll recommend to create your college ID. Only then only your student status will be verified on the portal. Now we have done the second step, that is registering for the hackathon, right? So we are left with verifying student status. So let's just see a video and try to understand how it's gonna work, right? I'm just playing a video. I hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So please guys, you can take a reference of this post. It is going to be a very, very important post for you if you're gonna work. Okay, let me just let me just increase the speed. So as you can see, this was the portal, right? So I'll go here, go down, and yes, I'll click on verify student status, right? I'll be clicking on verifying student status, and yes, it will ask your details like name, for email address, and all. So as you can see, you cannot edit your email address later. So that's why you have to create your account using college ID, right? Then you have to select the details, your country, right? Select your university, and then you can select your date of birth, and then you can submit. So once you'll submit, so I'll just show you. So see, once you'll submit, it will ask you to sign in using your college ID, right? You have to click on sign in using your college ID. So if you will click on sign in, so yes, again you have to sign in using your college ID. So keep remember your password, because sometimes students logged into their account and they forget their password. So make sure while you are verifying your student status, you have to use this password. Okay. So see, as it is verifying, without further ado, without delaying, it is verifying, and it will, yes. So yes, after verifying on the portal itself, it will show you the message like this. Congratulations, your student status has been verified. So it will ask you, like it will show your name, your college name, and everything related to that. Okay, so that's how this verification of your student status gonna work. I hope that helps. Okay, Muskan. Okay, okay, I got your credentials. Yo. So let me just do it quickly and hmm. Password is not correct. JCRC, I guess. Mhm. No, it's not working.
Sir, it's 20 BCCN 010 underscore MS.
It's Muskan 20 BCCN.
Yes, so the password is 20 capital BCCN 010 underscore MS. Not this account ID, but the password.
Account ID is same.
Yes.
Account ID is same. Account ID is same. And the password that you are saying is
20 BCCN 010 underscore MS in capital.
mm,
All the letters are in capital. I'll just share again.
yeah, it will be great if you can share in the chat so that I'll be just seeing it right away and we can log in. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. And I'm just trying to log in. So yes, it's working. So Alibaba Cloud for students. So yes, here it is. The very first link you have to click. Yes, here it is. That the same thing I was trying to show you in the video, and you have to verify your student status. So yes, this is the ID, and let me just India, and it would be JECRT, right? And what is your date of birth? Can you just share?
Zero. So just a second, I'll share.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, 2001, and that is 12, and that is 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now again, it is showing there is some, I guess it's error or something, I guess, because in the video I could see it's asking me to. So here it is asking me to using C right. Let me just click here. So again, I don't know. It's we have to check it from the backend for this, right? Because it's not asking you to get your email ID, using your
Uh,
email ID. Okay?
I got this email to please confirm your eligibility for Alibaba student cloud for student. So I have to upload some documents over here.
Yes, that's what that we are not supposed to do, because it is going to take you know, 2 days to verify. So as I have shown you in the video here itself, so as you can see here clearly, it is not asking me to do that. If I'll just submit my details here, it will quickly ask me to sign in using my college ID. So if you'll see here, I'll submit, and yes, sign in using my, if you can see here, sign in, and then it will asking me to log in using ID, and yes, it is verifying on the, so that's what I you know, supposed to happen. I don't know, we have to check with the backend team. So yes, now this should be the outcome. Congratulations, your student status has been verified. Now we have to check it with the backend team for this, but for now what we can do is that we can move to the step that is claim your free resources. So we are assuming that since we have to check with the backend team now, will be, what you have to do is that, see guys, that's what, if you don't want this to happen with you, so take your account ID. Okay, take your account ID with you and share your first name and your last name. I'll tell you how you're going to do it. So if you are here, right, are you listening? Yes. So here it is. I think ma'am has shared you a link as well, so wherein it was asking your account ID. So if you can click here, here it is. So can you see this, your account ID? This is 12 digit, I guess. This is your account ID, that what we gonna need. So that's what we are asking you to fill it, so that your student status will be verified from the backend team itself. So you don't have to do it manually by yours, you know, from your side. What we would have done, if you would have provided us the details, we'll just need your this account ID and your first name, last name, and your date of birth and your ID. And this, your student status would have been verified. So that's how the flow with you know, gonna be. So we'll ask your details, then you'll be coming to the boot camp. Your student status is already verified from the backend. Then I'll quickly show you how to create instance. But since your student status is not verified, so we can't move ahead. Now if you suppose, like, if your student status is verified, now how you can create your instance, how you can create the free resources, claim your free resources. So if you'll just go here and just try to do it. See, get the Polar DB free trial. So you will be having the steps, that is step 1, step 2, 2 and step 3, right? So in this you can create your instance, but since your student status is not verified, so you can see it will show you some amount. It is not free for you. It will be showing you some 700 or so. So that's why it is very important for you to verify your student status first. So how you going to do that? I have shared you the video, but we'll try to get it verified from our end. So kindly provide your details. Now if I'll just play this video how to claim your free resources, so let me just do it. Can you see this one? See, this is the this is registration is done, and then you have to get a Polar DB. Then you can see this step 1, submit application form. So as you can see, it is passed. Once you submit it, it got passed because the student status is verified. Just go back again, you can see step 2, and then you can click on buy now. See, that's how it's gonna show you. Now you can create the instance. Option 1, instance. Just go with the default settings. Change the region to India. And in this particular step, it will ask you to pay 1700 if your student status is not verified. So that's why we're going to need your details for that if you want it to get verified, right? So you can see. So you can see you have created your instance, right? So that's how it takes to create your instance, but that's only for those whose student status is verified. That's why it is very important for you to kindly fill those details that we were asking you to fill it, right? So yes, so that was it, and now I'll show you how to connect your particular this project to this. Now this is really very important to understand. I'll just share it. I hope my screen is visible. Can you see my project, the source code of my file?
No, sir, you're not visible.
Okay, let me just share my screen again. I guess it is visible to all of us. I hope now it is visible.
No, sir.
Okay, let me just share it. I don't know what is the issue here. Oh. Is it visible now?
No, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just do it. Just wait a second. Yes, now we got it. I hope now it is. So I'm just trying to log in from my account just to show you how you have to connect your project to the cloud. Okay. Now I hope it is visible.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So I just need your attention for a few minutes. So yes, this is the source code of the dummy project that I have shared with you earlier. Okay. So yes, this is the source code, and I have used PHP in terms to connect my database at the backend. So you can use any language. You can use Django, you can use Node.js, but for my comfort, I have used this PHP file. So I'll show you how you can connect your project to the cloud and how you can store your data like up to 100 TB on the cloud using the PolarDB. Okay. So first, as all of you are aware, you have to click on console. Once you'll click on console, you will just see this page and you have to click on Aspara for PolarDB, right? Aspara for PolarDB. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes. So
Rahul sir, everything is all right? Rahul sir, you are not audible.
Maybe if someone can call him. Bhavna madam, Sneha madam, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm calling. I'm calling.
Please.
Okay, ma'am. Everyone, please fill this form, this Google Doc form.
Just technical glitch. You'll be joining within 5 minutes. Maybe before that, but some technical glitch. Till then, guys, you can fill the form. Sneha ma'am already shared. We have already sent your email IDs along with all the information so that verification will not take much time. I think lots of things has already been cleared, that how to register yourself over there, and then verification will not take more than 2 days. And before that, you can start working on your projects. And again, one more thing that is very important, this time you have to submit in teams. Single student is not allowed, at least two students in a team. So that is very important. So just form your team of 2 students and start working on your projects so that it will not take much of your time.
Hello, am I audible? My screen is visible to all of you.
Rahul sir, you are audible, but your screen is not visible.
Yeah, okay, I'm speaking from last. Okay, just let me just try this one again. Actually, I was telling everything. I was at most at the
Yes, just
end.
because of the
Yeah,
technical
really
glitch.
sorry
So
for that.
just don't worry. I interacted with the
Okay.
students. Sir, just
Yes, yes,
one more question from my side actually. Like
yes.
students are registering themselves, and again the same problem arises that it will take verification is coming from verification needs to be done from the backend side. So if we are
Yeah, so
sharing or this, yeah, yes, sir, please.
that's what we have asked the account ID. If you'll see, we've asked the account ID. This one is the account ID of the students, right?
Right.
If you would have provided us the account ID with the first name, last name, the date of birth, and the ID, like your email ID, then we would have verified it from the backend. Then they do not need to do it manually by going to portal, wasting a lot of time, right?
Right,
Okay,
right. We
so they
have
can
already
directly
shared that
go to the
list.
console.
And what
Yeah,
about the
but I
team,
guess
sir? Like, I have heard that this time we
no.
have to.
If no, actually, you are supposed to do the work individually, but students were requesting us from other universities as well, like they are building their projects in team and all. So on a special request, they have, just given us this relaxation that yes, students can make a team of two, not more than that. But if student want to, participate individually, they're welcome. They can participate. But yes, at least only two students, the team of only two students is allowed, not more than that.
Got it. Because I
In
have heard
portal,
that team is important. Like team, you have to form the team. Last
no,
time,
not team, not team is not important. The thing
got
is,
it, got it.
you just have to, okay. So yes, now what I'm supposed to do is that I'll tell the students how they have to connect the project. By creating the instance is other thing. You have created an instance now. If you can, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, you are visible.
Yeah, my screen is visible. So with the help of video, I'll try to show you how to connect your file to the cloud, right? So let me just show you again. So yes. Okay, so guys, let me just increase its quality so that you can see it. Okay, so, and just do it. So as you can see on your screen, the cluster is already been created. Okay, so if your student status is verified, you can create cluster for free. So this cluster is running. You have to click on the cluster. And you can see this is how the overview of this, right? And you can see these are the nodes. These are the nodes, like primary nodes and these other nodes, right? And then you have to copy the public option out of primary node. As you can see on your screen, public, copy public option in primary endpoint for connectivity to the PHP file. So that means like here it is. So can you see the server, right? In my source code, you can see the what you're going to need to connect your PHP file with the database. You're going to need three things: server, username, and password, right? So server, where do you get the server of your cloud instance? You have to just go to the primary endpoint and copy it. Okay, and as you can see, I have pasted this server name here. Okay, now let's just move further. Now after that, you have to go on accounts. You have to create your account. So as you can see, there'll be option of creating the account. I'll show you this portal is maybe some issue, so I'll be showing you. Yes, you have to create a standard account, right? Now after creating your account, so what your account name gonna be, you have to put it in the place of username. So for instance, my account name is PolarDB1, right? So this is gonna be the username of your file. Okay, and after that, if like in order to go to this DMS, database management service, wherein you can run your SQL command and all of that, where you can see your records, you have to click on database, and then you can see there is an option of SQL query. Just click on that. Just after that, this portal will be open, DMS, and then you can execute the query, and then you can see the record. So earlier I have shown you how you can see this. Okay, so yes, this is the sample. We have done it earlier as well. So yes, and yes, adding IP whitelist is really very important. So IP whitelist is nothing but you have to write a public IP 0.0.0/0, so that anyone can access your project. Like from any IP, anyone can access your project. Okay, so that's all about how you can connect your. So this is my source code. Source code is nothing but I have copied the public, primary endpoint, make it public and copy this. This is my server name, and this username is my this username is my what this username is my account that I have created. And as you can see, this is my test1. Can you see this? This is test1 is my database name, right? And trip, what is trip? Trip is the name of my table. And that's how you can see, that's how you can connect your database to your project. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys, and we'll try your level best to get yourself verified from backend. And then if in case of any query, and yes, of course, this post that I have shared you in the chat, this is going to be your hand holding, during the whole process, because it is, this post is having everything right from your scratch: creating account, verifying status, connecting your database, everything I have put it in single post. So I highly recommend to go through the post if you're facing any technical issues. But even after that, you're facing some issues, you can feel free to connect to me. I'll be there to help you out. So what I expect this time from JCRs is that some, quality submissions, and make our country proud, as it's a global hackathon. So make our country proud, make your university proud. Okay, so that's all we can do. And what I believe is that if we both can work together, like you work on your project, I'll be at the back of you in terms of sharing your, simpling your query, answering your query, then yes, we can achieve it. It's going to be tough this time because it's a global hackathon, but it's not going to be impossible, guys. So all the best. I wish you all the best, and just try your level best, build some projects. Time is very less. You have very less time, as 28 is the last day to submit your project. But project submission is also, you can go through the website. So I'll just show you what are the things that you have to take care while submitting a project. So yes, this is a landing page, and if you're gonna see here submission requirements, so you have to submit a PPT about the project that you're gonna build, okay, and a zip file. And please make sure you have to please also provide the readme file of your application, zip, source code, and the PPT slides are required for sharing your project. Okay, so that's all, I guess. That's the information is more than enough for you to start working. And in case you face any problem, you can connect to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out in case of any query. Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Manish sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
And
everyone for
Rahul,
joining
is
this session.
the issue got resolved of the console page?
It's
I
not,
just
we
raised,
have to get it.
okay, I just raised the
It's not.
ticket because it's a weekend. I'm just waiting for the response. I think you shared the videos with them, right?
Yes, I have said everything, my post, my videos, and everything will be there. So I guess that, yes, that's what, that was
Yeah.
my console. So that's what I have shared them in the video as well. So this was the console that was running. So if they're gonna click here, you can see everything here. So whitelist, I have told you how you have to add the whitelist. This is my public IP, so that means anyone from any IP can access my project. Then accounts, I have created my sample PolarDB account, and if you'll go to the source code, you can see this name here. And after that, you can go to database, and then you can click on SQL query. You will be landed to the DMS, Database Management Service, wherein you can see all your records by executing the SQL commands.
Yeah. So Dr. Bhavna, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah. So that right now, I think 64 to 65 participants and more on the YouTube live streaming. Still
Yes, ma'am.
ask them to do this if they're facing the issue right now. Might be server might be down on their side. It's been a weekend. We raised the ticket. to once again check in the evening or in the night. If students are facing any problem, okay, again in this, you can just intimate us immediately. We'll get it sorted out. Most probably by evening, it will be fine. And we also shared you each step video. They can easily follow that. But still, if they have any doubts and would like to go for a call with our technical lead, we can again go plan it for Monday or Tuesday as per the thing. And we can make them submit the project. So things should not get delayed and nothing should stop them to register for the hackathon. That's our concern.
Okay, I understand, ma'am. Actually, students are actually not getting this in registration. They are not getting verified. That is not a big issue. I think that will be sorted out soon. And but Rahul, you have already told and taught everything and told everything about it through videos. So no issue with that. I think students are smart enough.
Or
They'll
else
understand
what
the
you
whole
can
thing.
do, Dr. Bhavna, is that Rahul, they are getting a problem in console, right? The second step of verification.
Right, right.
Yes, they have to
Yeah.
first get them verified.
Yeah, okay. So what you can do, Bhavna, is that you can just ask all these students to fill the verification form, which I had shared with you earlier. Now, only few have done.
Yeah,
Okay. So ask
55
them,
students
yeah,
are there.
yeah, only 55. Whatsoever are done, even the ones who are watching the YouTube also, ask all these 217 students of the list which you provided to first, fill the form with their IDs. So what I'll do, latest by Monday, I'll get them verified. I think then the problem would be resolved. Generally, it should not happen with edu.in. Might be there can be a server issue. For anything not to get delayed further, what we can look for the alternative is that
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. I'll do
Yeah.
that. So with
Yeah.
that, you'll be able
Yeah.
to verify them from Monday on.
Yes, it will become more easy because
Okay,
once all the
okay, sure.
217 students will do it by today, tomorrow, Monday
Yeah.
first half, I'll get it verified immediately so that within seconds they can go ahead and do the rest of the things
Sure,
without
ma'am.
any,
Sure.
obstacles or stoppage in between the
Sure, ma'am.
procedure.
Sure, ma'am. Actually,
Okay.
students are sitting over here and they are doing it, but they're facing the problem.
Yeah,
That's why I
so
shared.
I advise, I just suggest all the participants who are there right now in the boot camp and who are viewing through the YouTube, kindly ma'am will forward one verification form, which she had done earlier. Everybody, please fill it with your correct 16-digit IDs and immediately provide to us latest by today evening or latest by tomorrow. We can view the responses. And by Monday, I'll get all your IDs approved by global team so that it becomes easy for you guys to proceed further.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rahul. You have actually explained very well everything. Now the student will be able to understand. And thank you so much, Rupa ma'am, for all this opportunity. We are trying hard and definitely will be definitely winning this time as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot once again to Dr.
Thank you.
Manish and Bhavna for
Thank you all.
organizing. Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you all.
Rahul.
Thank you so much for the great session.
Okay, thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.